Welcome to Financial Health channel. This is the New Year's. We made it. As I joined my coworker on our virtual platform, I could see that our manager posted a message about New Year resolution. She told us what she was working on for this year. Finish her quilt once and for all. She encouraged each one of us to share our own resolution. Most of my coworkers went on with the usual suspect: lose weight, do exercise, have a healthy diet. I thought that our manager had the best one. Her resolution was very specific, and that means that was very meaningful for her. Nothing wrong with exercise, diet, weight loss. But do we come up with these choices because there is an important reason behind it, a why, or just to shrug off the yearly ritual of New Year's resolution? I hope that there is a why for your resolution. As a matter of fact, this absence or presence of a why is symptomatic of how we look at our life. We are a painter looking at open field in the shadows of a couple of trees. We are wearing a white top. Its cotton is light, almost as transparent as its ample, letting our sweat drying up. Our head is floating on top of a spectral mid-body. It reflects the shade of green dancing all around. And sometimes, as the wind picks up, it disappears briefly to come back by following its tram. Our collar is wide open, exposing some skin appearing to be connected to our waist down. Our bottom part is covered by a thicker material. It's in a light brown, contrasting the many heavy fall cascading to our feet. We glide through the grass. While we are under the trees, a whisper passing through their leafy crowns refreshes us from the heat. The wheat in the field is undulating in osmosis with the ray of the sun. We are in between the conversation of the tree with the fields, the sun, the clouds. Are they talking about us? Some small cloud, jealous of our cotton, whisper to the sky an airy plot to gather more cloud. The ether, in a lazy blue, ignores them and pursue its staring contest with the sun. Lost into each other's gaze, the sun hit up the sky whose blue expand while stretching the white cloud in some strand of cotton. We are a speck of reality on a mix of green, blue, gold, yellow, and white. We take a blank canvas and put it on our easel. Some of the light and shadows project themselves on it. We take the palette of color, put it next to the canvas. Some brushes are together in a mason jar with their hair exposed to the air. The same fresh breeze moving gently our hair blows on there. Some insect flying by land on the brushes. Annoyed by this foraging without nectar, they take off. They come to check out our color. Some butterfly, bees, and others already drop some of their pollen on the palette. They have been flying from flower to flower. They have reveled in their nectar. Without any care of their appearance, their beleaguered hairs efficiently pick up some of the pollen. As they stop by the next flower, they pay their fee to the pistil for more nectar. In an endless vault in zigzag, they stop by the hive to clean up. Once refreshed, they join again their partner to pursue their incessant flower hopping. In this race for the posterity, some pollen flies away carried by the wind. Many specks of dust have been delivered by the cross breezes and unbeknownst to us on our canvas receiving its background. As we add form and color, we transform our transformed material. Our attention is focused on the right amount of color, on the brush to be used, on the stroke to apply the paint, on the direction, the intensity of the pressure on the canvas. We are in our own time, lost in the multiple detail of our endeavor. We are only aware of our landscape that we create. We are inside each of the line left by our hand. We are in an intimate relation with our creative self. Not even an angel's glaive could come between us and our present eternity. We believe that each grain of material has been accounted for. Suddenly, a minuscule gnat crashed into the depth of a fresh stroke of paint. We only can see this dark speck. It's becoming a spiraling black hole, devouring everything in its proximity. Should we pick it up and leave an irremediable damage to the fabric of time, which will left us unhappy, or accept that this gnat is the expression of the perfect imperfection of time? Removing the gnat is removing our why from our New Year's resolution. This dark speck, this swollen dot, is why our painting is so powerful as a go-between our subjective time and time as it exists. Remove the gnat and you end up with a hole barreling down to nothing. This is the importance of our why. It represents our willingness to participate in time by becoming the piece of art that we could become.